So is everybody clear about like where you can find food and drink tomorrow for those who want? Now again, I don't want to ask you not to bring your drinks into the gopa, but you might do it out of consideration for others who are not drinking. It's just a suggestion, you know. But again, you know, if you think it's too much suffering, then by all means do bring it, but it might be a gesture towards the ones who are not drinking and eating. I know it's a big thing, yeah, this drinking here in Israel is like, whoa, everybody, that's what you learn, yeah? Did you drink enough? So, isn't it? It's very cultural. No? No problem.
Don't think so.
Huh?
Don't think so.
No.
But I'm confused a bit.
Yeah, so with the times is kind of, you know, I was never good at kind of keeping time. Okay, and you are clear about tomorrow morning is silent meditation from actually from 6:30 to 7:15. So those people who have to go and prepare or help with the breakfast, then they can do so. And then we continue at 9 o'clock. Yeah, till 10:30. We look at what is forgiving, because it is the day on forgiving, what it is not. What prevents me, more reflection-wise, a little bit looking inside. And we do a meditation on forgiveness, you try. Then lunch or no lunch, whatever. And then in the afternoon, we look at anger, like the disadvantage of anger, or maybe another negative emotion, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. When I say that you are silent here in the Gompa, it's like you are always very welcome for me to ask something if you need to ask, or, you know, object if you have if you have an objection to what I'm saying, or you have a better or another idea what we could do with this whole thing. Please do so. So that, of course, it's a bit dangerous when the group is so big. This can be done really nicely when the group like 10, 20 people. So that's not just me going blah, 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 and you falling asleep. So that we really do this together. Okay? That is what it should be like. Okay? You're all clear? Okay, so then we do some just being here, arriving, going inside. So best is if best is if you want to close your eyes, it's good to really close your eyes. If you are used to meditate with your eyes open, by all means keep them open. Don't be afraid of anything. With the sound in the back, is it okay now? I mean, well done, not because you have your machine. Okay, good. Otherwise, just also go, like that, and then I know. Great. We'll try. If anybody wants to make a huge donation for a new sound system, very welcome to. Because this one is we have since the beginning, and everybody is waiting for it to break down. So, like now we lost one cable, so that's a good step. Okay. I mean, it's for the young generation to see how these machines looked 20 years ago. It's huge. Anyway, so it's good. If you have a smile on your face when you start your meditation, is really important, because that makes you relaxed immediately. Again, try not to look at me unless you need to read my lips. Don't be afraid to look inside of you, what's going on there. And ask yourself as if you would ask a very good friend, how do you feel? Even, hello darling, nice to see you, nice to meet you. How do you feel? Don't manipulate anything, just look. You can label it. You can give it a name, but don't manipulate. We're checking in. Try to be interested. The same way the person that you're asking is a good friend, not just an acquaintance. You have to learn to become your best friend. And then one question that you have to ask yourself, do I believe that I can train to be friendly? Can friendliness be trained? Do I want to train friendliness? And again, just check, just look what's coming up. Listen to your thoughts. Don't push them away. Don't be too kind of demanding. Check up. Do I believe that love, compassion, friendliness can be trained? Do I think I have the capacity to be friendly to myself and then to others, whomever I meet, whoever I see, whoever talks to me, talks about me? May I benefit them? They don't have to become holy, right? To do things like that. It's not for your sake only. It's for your sake and their sake. And just check, just the word friendliness, you can say it in Hebrew. How does the body react to that word? We kind of came up with this thought that all beings, especially humans by nature, are good, We all have natural goodness. And what we also have in the mind is natural spaciousness, which is limit ourselves. And we have natural intelligence. When the mind is calm and peaceful, we know what to do. We know what is of benefit to attain a state of well-being, open, peaceful. So you have to make a commitment, a promise to yourself to spend tonight and tomorrow, to spend it in a friendly way, not to push. Because forgiving is not as easy as we think. You can already now, because Yom Kippur has started, maybe make a list of people that you have harmed or they have harmed you. Or maybe just one person. Don't forget, we are just training here. We're using methods that might work at one point. And it's so important that you don't push. It's not a matter of wanting, it's a matter of training. So first we have to understand that underneath all this kind of ego-centered actions, thoughts, fears, anxieties, there's goodness, spaciousness and intelligence. So one way to bring it up is by just thinking, to dare to think, I am a good person. So keep thinking that and see what it does to you, to the mind, to the body. Just observe. If it fades away, you come back with the same thought. I am a good person. Don't go into, yeah, but this, that. There's no point. We have to introduce our mind to its own nature. That's how crazy this whole thing is. We're not comparing ourselves with others, because everybody has goodness as their nature. It's just very hidden sometimes. it's good not to put the expectations up too high. And you yourself, you ask yourself, how do I want to spend that day tomorrow? Do I want to work on forgiveness? It could well be that there's nothing that you have to forgive, nor to yourself, nor for others. Then in what other way could that day tomorrow become meaningful? Because as we all know, when you find your life meaningful, then there is a lot of well-being that comes with it. We can bear difficulties, hardships. But we have to decide ourselves. What is the meaning of my life? The situation that I'm in? How can I make it meaningful? Very deep questions, very important. Whether you're young, old, healthy, sick, high intelligence, not so much, middle. And the meaningful, it has to be meaningful to you, not to others. Not what others say, not what others think. I will leave you with that question for a while, because it's so important. Try to be realistic. High dreams, high goals, it can break us. And when you found what is meaningful for you, again, try to see what it does to your body, to your mind state, to your well-being. If you can't find anything, then at least know that you don't know. And you keep looking. the thought, I am a good person. And the wish, may I be able to live that goodness. And through that, may it benefit whomever I meet. Whoever sees me, talks to me, hears me, or talks about me. Again, really observe, notice, be aware what these kind of very simple thoughts, what kind of sensations in the body they bring up. Because the more you are aware of the sensations, the more they will become a habit. The longer you can keep the awareness, the more those neurons that will create well-being, openness, spaciousness, will wire with each other. So that's the training, basically to rewire the brain. Reprogram it for friendliness, openness, spaciousness, instead of fear, anxiety, and self-concern. But we need to give space to fear, anxiety, and self-concern. We need to feel what is still there. We need to clean up. So before we stop the reflection, you can make a decision, a willingness to be present with whatever comes up. As one says in psychology, if you feel it, then you can heal it. If you name it, you can tame it. It's so true. But if you suppress it and go against it, it will increase. So try to make that decision, that willingness. For tomorrow when we talk specifically about forgiving, to stay present, to feel it, so that you can at least start to heal it. And then again, all these thoughts, all these mental attitudes, you feel them in the body. You feel it as a sensation. It's just a thought. You don't feel the thought in the head or in the brain. You feel it somewhere lower down. So the determination, the willingness to be present with whatever is there. How does it make you feel? Explore. Look. Check. Be aware. Okay, and to finish, we just open up our hearts towards all the beings who are sitting in this hall. Understanding they're everybody. They might look different, they might have different jobs, live different places, but they're exactly like me. They want to have well-being and happiness, and still there's a lot of obstacles to that. They want to be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, which is our unhelpful emotions, yet still they have to. So we're not alone. Everybody suffers from this or the other. And we call this shared humanity. So that's another thing. When the pain becomes too big, remember that thought, I'm not the only one who suffers from this. And then again, just check what happens. So we think of all the people who are participating in this retreat, all the people who made it possible that it happens. And we just wish them well. Being happy that they are here. Being happy that we could reconnect or freshly connect. Knowing that we all want the same thing. And knowing that we are in quite a big group of people who all have the same goal, to develop a good and open heart. Isn't that wonderful? So we just say thank you for everybody who is here. At a commitment towards ourselves, I'll be friendly with myself. Not just in action, but also in thought. And then with whomever I meet.